Hi everyone, hope you're all well. This is just going to be a quick video on how to save money. So I don't know about anyone else, but I used to be really bad at saving until recently. Only just now I've started getting better, and I thought I'd just come and share a few tips with you guys just so that you can get good at saving too, because we all need to have that money saved, whether it's just for a rainy day or whether we're saving for something specific, a specific goal. So I'm just going to keep this video really quick today. It's just going to be a little summary video. Tip number one to help you save money is to create a budget. So this is something that everyone should do. It's something that helps you see where all your money's going, what you've got coming in, what you've got going out. I would suggest getting a pen and paper, writing down all your bills, and then putting at the top the amount of incoming money that you've got for the month. It's easy to do it on a monthly basis. Unless you get paid weekly, then you can do it weekly, but it's up to you. But I would say monthly is probably the easiest way of doing this. So you write down the money that you've got coming in, the amount of money that you're going to be spending. So break it down for each bill. So gas, electric, water, rent, car, insurance, TV license, so on and so forth. So that's number one, is to create a budget. Once you create that budget, it will allow you to see what you've got left at the end of the month. And then this is where you'll use what's left at the end of the month and divide it. So for example, say you've got £300 left after you've completed all your outgoings for the month. That will include food and everything, just to make it easier so you see exactly what you've got left. So with that £300, I would suggest you save half and spend half. Put £150 away straight away as soon as you get your wages. As soon as that money comes in your bank account, put that £150 away into your savings account and just don't touch it at all. The other £150, you can either put it towards something that you need or something that you want, or you can also save that depending on what your goal is for that month or your long-term goal. Personally, I think it's a bit depressing not spending anything, so I'll always try and keep a little bit aside just so I can treat myself that month or be a little bit indulgent, but just be sensible about it. It depends how much you're trying to save, and yeah, just choose your amount and put it aside and do what you want with the rest. So along with that, I would suggest you opening more than one savings account. So me personally, I think I've got 4 savings accounts as well as my main bank account, which is the bank account that all my bills come out of. So I've got an account for my mortgage, I've got an account for my daughter, I've got an account for general savings, and then I've got an account which holds the money that I've just got left after my bills for the month. So that money I was talking about earlier, the way I break it down. If you've got specific things that you're saving for example a car, you could have a savings account for your car. You could have a savings account for mortgage like myself. I don't know if it works the same way with every bank, but I'm with Halifax. And with Halifax, you can actually rename your accounts, just transfer it across straight away as soon as that money comes in. So that's a really good tip, so you can see visually where this money is going rather than just having it all in one big pot, and then it kind of starts to get lost in the mix. Tip number 2 for saving money is to sell things. So this is something that I've been doing for quite a while now because I've got a young child, and when she goes out of something, for example a pushchair, or when she got out of a Moses basket, I sold them straight away on either Facebook Market. There's Vinted, there's Depop, there's eBay. They're the most popular ones. There's also Amazon, are great for selling things that you don't need anymore. And also, following on to our next point, they're great for also looking for things that you do need at a discounted price. So an example of this, a few weeks ago, I started a new workout plan, and I really wanted to buy some little dumbbell weights. I had a look online, they were quite expensive. I wasn't really sure whether it was something I was going to use a lot of the time, so I thought, let me not buy brand new weights for me to never use them. Let me just see what's out there first. So I did a simple search on Facebook Market. Somebody was selling some for £15 that they had used twice. So I just went to the girl's house, gave her the cash, and then there I had some pretty much brand new weights for less than half the price. Just gave them a wipe down and they were good to go. A tip for when you're doing this, I would say be careful who you're buying it from. And make sure you're checking reviews. If it's a selling site such as Vinted, there'll be reviews for the seller. Make sure that there's no damage to the items. A lot of people will specify whether they come from a pet-free and smoke-free home, which is another good thing to look out for. And also just ask questions. If you want to know something about the quality of the product, just ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking. can even ask to see the product and then change your mind at the time if that's something that you want to do. So tip number 4 is just to make sure that you're saving as much as possible. So any extra income that you're earning, for example, from selling your items secondhand, I would suggest putting all of that extra money straight into your savings rather than spending it, because if you start spending more than your incomings, your normal incomings, if you start spending more, it's a bad habit to get into, because then you start thinking you're earning more and just having more outgoings, which is not going to be beneficial to you in the long run. I would suggest anything you make on top of what you would usually earn, just save that straight away. Try not to get into the slippery slope of thinking that you've got more coming in than you actually have. Just optimize everything that you're doing. Just put it all straight into savings, and then you won't even know that you've had the extra money in the first place. So tip number 5, the last one, is just to have like a little extra side hustle, some more streams of income coming in. Anyone can do this. I'm a single mother and I'm still finding ways of getting extra incomes. It's not easy, of course, as with anything. You just have to find and force that extra time to do it. So me personally, I set up a small business selling flower boxes. Find something fun, something that you've got time to do, something you can do on the side of your full-time job or whatever else it is you're doing. You could do delivery driving one day a week if that's something that you're able to do. You could sell something. If you're good at cooking, you could make cakes, or if you're good at baking, should I say, you could make cakes. If you're creative, you could draw pictures for people, you could do art commissioning. That could be anything. That's up to you to decide what you want to do. Have a little side hustle or two. Just go and walk someone's dog for an hour, or clean someone's house for half an hour, or whatever it might be. It's not good enough anymore to just have one income, because we don't know what's going to happen. We're in a pandemic at the moment. We've seen what COVID's done to a lot of people's jobs and careers and security. So it's good to have a few things to fall back on, and also just that extra money coming in so you can save it rather than having nothing left at the end of the month. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If there's any other tips you've got for helping to save money, leave a comment so we can all get a little bit more insight. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.